July 2, 1937. Amelia Earhart, the most famous aviator in the world, disappears without a trace while attempting one of the most daring feats of the time, flying around the world. To this day, her fate remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in aviation history. Amelia Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, set out on a journey that was meant to secure her place in history as the first woman to circumnavigate the globe. But somewhere over the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean near Howland Island, they vanished. Amelia Earhart was a trailblazer, a symbol of courage and perseverance. Born in 1897 in Kansas, she defied the odds from an early age. She took to the skies in a time when aviation was still in its infancy, and few women dared to dream of flying. But Amelia not only dreamed, she soared. Her 1932 solo flight across the Atlantic cemented her status as an international icon. She became the first woman to fly solo across the ocean, completing the dangerous flight in just under 15 hours. Her bravery and determination inspired millions around the world. She was not just an aviator, she was a symbol of what was possible, of breaking boundaries and overcoming obstacles. In 1937, Earhart embarked on what would be her most ambitious journey yet, an around-the-world flight that would cover nearly 29,000 miles. On June 1, 1937, she and Fred Noonan took off from Miami, Florida, in a Lockheed Electra, beginning a journey that took them across South America, Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. By late June, they had made it to Lae, New Guinea, with only 7,000 miles left to reach their final destination, California. But the most challenging part of the flight lay ahead, a perilous 500-mile leg across the Pacific Ocean to tiny Howland Island. On July 2nd, Earhart and Noonan departed from Lae on what would become the final leg of their journey. As they neared Howland Island, radio transmissions became increasingly frantic. At 7:42 a.m., Earhart's last known transmission was heard, "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Gas is running low." Shortly after, all communication was lost. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan triggered one of the largest air and sea searches in history. The U.S. Navy and Coast Guard scoured 250,000 square miles of ocean, but not a single trace of the plane was found. For days, rescuers hoped to hear a radio transmission or spot debris, but their hopes were dashed as time went on. Earhart and Noonan had vanished into the Pacific without a trace, and the search was eventually called off. Over the decades, countless theories have emerged to explain the fate of Amelia Earhart. Some believe she ran out of fuel and crashed into the ocean, a plane now resting somewhere deep beneath the waves. Others speculate that she and Noonan may have survived, landing on an uninhabited island such as Gardner Island, now known as Nikumaroro. In 1940, a partial skeleton was discovered on the island, but it has never been definitively linked to Earhart. Then there are the more sensational theories that she was captured by the Japanese military or that she was a spy for the US government. Despite extensive research, these theories remain unproven. In recent years, advanced technologies like sonar mapping and deep-sea exploration have been employed to search for Earhart's plane. Private organizations, including the International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, TIGAR, have spent decades investigating possible crash sites and collecting evidence. Yet, despite these efforts, the mystery persists. No conclusive evidence has ever been found to determine what really happened to Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan. Although Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains an unsolved mystery, her legacy endures. She shattered barriers for women in aviation and inspired generations to pursue their dreams, no matter how impossible they seemed. Her courage, determination, and pioneering spirit live on. While we may never know the full story of her final flight, Amelia Earhart's place in history as a symbol of inspiration and adventure is secure. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. Perhaps one day the mystery of Amelia Earhart will be solved. But until then, her story remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of all time. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories and mysteries.